welcome to another edition of the VOD Weekly News Recap. I am Aidan Jai. Good evening. Ministry of Health holds a two-day workshop on new LMS system. The Ministry of Health embarks on a two-day sensitization workshop on the Electronic Logistic Management Information System. The workshop is meant to introduce and share with the shareholders the implementation and utilization of their newly adopted Electronic Logistic Management Information System, LMS. The innovative system is designed to streamline logistic operations, enhance efficiency, and ultimately optimize their supply chain processes. By Cham, Executive Secretary of the Country Coordination Mechanism (CCM), highlights the importance of a digitalized LMS logistic information system in the healthcare system of the Gambia. The system will help address the issue of drug shortages and will ensure timely treatment, which are essential components of a robust healthcare system.
We all know that medicines are critical commodities in our health systems, and their timely availability is always required, so that people who are ill health are given the right treatment on time. And this logistic management information system will enable us to know where these medicines are throughout the country, who should have it, what should be the quantities, and where should we take it. So therefore, we are getting to the right path in making sure that our systems informs us on our work.
Cham noted that the LMS system will enable healthcare providers to manage medicine stock levels and ensure that timely treatment is provided to patients, which will be a significant step towards a more efficient healthcare system in the Gambia.
I hope we'll take this opportunity to make sure that we are able to sustain the infrastructure of the ELMIs and also maintain its usage, particularly at the end users' end, or the end users. The end users are the critical people. If you input information, we'll have information. But if you don't, it doesn't mean anything to us, despite whatever sophisticated system we have.
World Bank Tax Team Leader Dr. Sam Mills also spoke at the event and highlighted the issue of drug shortages in the Gambia. He said that he hopes that the upcoming National Health Insurance Scheme will address this challenge and ensure that essential medicines are accessible to all.
With the upcoming launch of the National Health Insurance Scheme, it is hoped that the Central Medical Store will fully stock. They'll be able to provide drugs to the health facilities. The health facilities will submit their reimbursements to the National Health Insurance Authority, and the National Health Insurance Authority will directly reimburse the Central Medical Store. This will ensure that when people go to the health facilities, they not incur the high cost that I mentioned earlier. But you cannot do this with a paper-based system.
Mills emphasizes the importance of the LMS system in addressing the issue of drug shortages and ensuring that patients receive the treatment they need when they need it.
The CMS needs to know that, for example, the painkillers, antibiotics, what have you are running low in health facility A, and be able to send the drugs there. This is why we need the logistics management information system that is electronic, not the paper-based system.
DPS Technical MOH, Mr. Babadik Sabali describes the journey to digitalize the Logistic Management Information System and how the proposal was accepted by the world community. He emphasizes that digitalization is the way forward and that the Ministry of Health is embracing digital platforms to revolutionize its operations.
By way of embracing digital platforms. Several platforms are already rolling, and I can tell you the Ministry of Health will lead in the digitalized economy that government is trying to do. We'll be the first to be there. Numerous benefits of this system has been highlighted already. Nonetheless, I think it's important to remind ourselves that the most important decisions that we make on daily basis when it comes to logistic issues can be improved by using this system.
Sabali notes that the LMS pilot has been rolled out in several health facilities in the country, marking a significant step towards a more robust and efficient healthcare system in the Gambia.
There will be timeliness in submitting requests from the regional levels to the central level, and from the health facilities to regional level. The turnaround time between requests and fulfilling the requests will be much shorter, thereby reducing the length of stock outs in our health facilities. I think this is one of the biggest positive impact of this system.
9 arrested for alleged collection of spoiled chickens. The anti-crime unit arrested 9 individuals on suspicion of collecting and selling discarded cartons of spoiled chicken at the Abuka Nature Reserve. The Food Safety and Quality Authority disclosed in a statement that the chickens are not fit for consumption and would have been processed and sold to the public, which is illegal and poses a serious public health risk. The police, in collaboration with the Food Safety and Quality Authority, have opened an independent investigation to ensure the matter is dealt with appropriately. The Gambia Police Force further urges businesses to follow proper disposal methods and maintain public health standards to prevent such illegal activities in the future. The Ministry of Defense today launches the first ever Gambia National Defense Policy at the Sadauda Keraba Jawara International Conference Center in Bigelow. The event was presided over by the President of the Republic of the Gambia and Commander-in-Chief of the Gambia Armed Forces, Adama Barrow. The maiden Gambia National Defense Policy is the most important document that would guide the Ministry of Defense in its mandate to more effectively function as an oversight body to the Gambia Armed Forces and ensure full civil control over the armed forces as enshrined in the security sector reform recommendations. Minister of Defense, Honorable Sering Modunjai, affirms the subordination of the armed forces to civil authorities, stating that the policy makes this clear and concise. The policy was drafted by the National Defense Policy Drafting Committee, which was headed by Sheriff Emel Gomez, and the minister thanked its members for their contributions.
The policy reaffirms in a clear and concise manner the subordination of the armed forces to civil authority. The principle of civilian control of the armed forces is critical for defense of the Gambia's national sovereignty, territorial integrity, peace and security under a democratic dispensation. It also provides the Gambia Armed Forces a vital component of our national power with clear direction to carry out its duties to respond to threats to our nation, as well as a dynamic and unpredictable security environment. Your Excellencies, distinguished invited guests, the National Defense Policy reiterates the commitment of the Gambia government to maintain a well-enhanced and effective defense force at all levels that is necessary to secure and guarantee our internal security and the integrity of our borders.
President Adama Barrow also expresses his appreciation for the policy, stating that it is a clear manifestation of his government's commitment to supporting the Gambia National Army. He further explains that the National Defense Policy is a part of the recommendation on the security reform agenda to transform the Gambia Armed Forces into a highly professional, well-trained and disciplined unit that will be responsive to the needs of the country.
The purpose was to analyze the existing opportunities and challenges that have to be addressed in the country in respect of delivering accountable, transparent, professional, apolitical, and responsive security services for the people.
Chairperson of the drafting team, Honorable Sheriff Emel Gomez, expresses his pride in chairing such a team that was committed, dedicated, and hardworking with quality perspective and contributions.
The committee was also fortunate to be endowed with and led by an international consultant in the persons of Professor Anne Fitzgerald, who is the director of Barzilai School of International Affairs and a professor in Wilfred Rory University's Political Science Department in Canada.
He further explains that the team reviewed existing and current national defense policies of other countries, including many other associated documents, to determine what policy construct best suits the Gambian content.
Primary data information, including instructions provided by the Minister of Defense, the Constitution, the National Security Policy, National Security Strategy, and Security Sector Reform Strategy documents were used. Significant time was also utilized to review secondary literature, such as defense policies and related documents of other countries, such as Nigeria, Namibia, South Africa, Ghana, Kenya, the United Kingdom, USA, Malaysia, USSR, for guidance and benchmark on best practices and standards.
The Gambia's labor force survey produces official national statistics on employment and unemployment. The Gambia government and development partners collaborated on a labor force survey to produce official national statistics on employment and unemployment for monitoring and planning purposes. The validation workshop was held on Tuesday at the Sadauda Keraba Jawara International Conference Center, organized by the Gambia Bureau of Statistics. The release survey shows findings on key labor market indicators to be used in evidence-based decision-making and in planning and monitoring purposes. During the opening, the Minister of Trade, Babakar Ismaila Juve, highlighted that the labor force survey will enable the government to better understand the dynamic of the labor force market.
As a critical part of public policy, labor surveys help government to assess its development performance in terms of people-centered approaches. The validation of this report is timely, as it will help government to understand the impact of COVID-19 on the labor market in terms of unemployment rate, labor force participation rate, employment population ratio, and other variables.
The technical advisor of the Trade Center, Keba Seka, also said that this year's labor force survey is a crucial step forward in understanding and addressing the challenges faced by the labor market. The survey revealed that on average, 4 in 10 persons of working age are engaged in the labor market, 43.6% by either working or being unemployed.
The survey by GBOS shows that the split between the working age population between men and women, it's almost the same. However, the participation of these two groups in the labor force survey, in the labor market, there is a huge gap.
It further revealed that the population outside the labor force, 56.4%, is composed of persons only studying, 23.4% subsistent farmers, 9.4% all persons in other situations such as elderly person, disabled, discouraged job seekers, 23.6%. The Royal Navy patrol vessel HMS Trent has arrived in the Gambia as part of a 3-month-long deployment to the region. The UK's High Commissioner in Banjul, David Belgrave, welcomed the ship, stating that the visit demonstrates the strong partnership between UK and the Gambian military. He further noted that the ship and its crew, including the Royal Marine boarding team, will be working with the Gambian Armed Forces to enhance their capacity to counter threats in maritime security in the Gambia. HMS Trent's commanding officer, Lieutenant Commander Mike Radial, said that this is HMS Trent's second visit to the Gambia and that his crew comprises of 70 sailors.
The focus for the next few days is going to be on some of our sea safety training, so firefighting, first aid, damage control. We also have a team of Royal Marines on board who will be doing some sort of boarding and searching training with some other members of the armed forces. So just trying to share as much of our knowledge that we have from the training that we get back in the UK, bring that here and try and share as much as we can and support the Gambian Armed Forces.
He further said his Royal Marines are looking forward to working alongside the Gambian Armed Forces and experiencing the Gambia alongside meeting its people. Trent's maritime security operations across West Africa and the Gulf of Guinea are made possible through regional engagements, improving our awareness and understanding of the area. We therefore have a full program of hosting on board military partner force training and exercises at sea that will be complete during the exciting visit. That's all we have for you today. Until we come your way again, I'm Aiden Jai on the VOD.